There have been some rumors out there that I've been getting some DMs about and some messages about. I know you identify as someone you think is pretty cute and hilarious, but let's wrap it up with
Well, maybe Martha Stewart's baking a little something in the oven. You know what I mean, guys? Maybe she's got a loaf of bread in there that she's trying to make.
Hello and welcome to Anniewood episode 69, baby. How exciting. We've come so far and we're going even more places. We talk some very important announcements on this episode, so stick around to watch. But the greatest and most important announcement is that I am on the road doing my favorite thing in the world, performing stand-up comedy. I'm going to one of my favorite places on earth, New Mexico. I'm going to be in Albuquerque, March 8th and 9th. I'm going to be, we just found out on the 10th, I'm going to be in Austin, Texas at the South by Southwest Festival. I will be March 19th. I will be having my Anniewood and Friends at the Comedy Store. March 22nd and 23rd, I'm in Washington, D.C. April 26th and 27th, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. May 9th, I'm doing another, there's actually April 16th is my Anniewood and Friends in April. And then May 9th is my Anniewood and Friends for the Netflix is a Joke Festival. Let's get your tickets to that. And then our rescheduled Jacksonville, Florida show is June 28th and 29th. Dates are being added all the time. Your girl's on the road. I'm getting ready to film that special. So come see me. Please enjoy. We got merch. We got fun things. If you buy merch, you can come to the meet and greet. Come out and see me. And here is to new beginnings and closing beautiful chapters that have been amazing in our lives and moving forward.
Welcome to Anniewood.
Hello, woodies, shouldies, coodies. Definitely gonna come see me live, please. Welcome to our most important episode of Anniewood yet. Todd,
Yes?
on the count of 3. Welcome to episode 1, 2, 3. 69. It's so exciting. We're so excited. We're so excited in all ways. I'm giggling right now. God, that's very school.
This is my 69 stare.
Ew. Ew. I don't like that. Don't do that.
So, it's an important episode. 69.
69 is our most important episode. It's an important number. There have been some rumors out there that I've been getting some DMs about and some messages about. And it will be addressed fully on the next episode of Trash Tuesday, next Tuesday. But I am currently a comedian with one podcast, and it is called Anniewood, and welcome to it. And I think that I'm very happy you're here. If you are watching this episode and you are a woody and a shouldy and a coodie, I'm very happy that you've been here while we've been trying to figure out the show and evolving and changing things. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been a little burnt out on the show and not really able to give it my all because I just have been spread quite thin. And I'm very excited to be able to focus more on the things that I'm doing, stand up especially, because I don't know if you guys know this story, but when I started stand up comedy in 2009, January 28th, 2009, it was my last day drinking. I was in New York. I moved from Santa Fe, New Mexico to New York to do stand up, which was just a big dream of mine. I was drinking heavily in Santa Fe. I was crashing. I was bleeding. I was checking for my teeth. I was waking up in strangers' beds. It was a real nightmare. But I had this flash of lightning. I just decided like maybe stand up was something I wanted to do and something I could do and something I would align with. And I just really started thinking about it. And I was thinking of moving either to LA or to New York. And I decided not to go to LA because I was afraid I would drink and drive because I was known for drinking and driving and crashing and hurting myself. So I knew I couldn't be in Los Angeles. So I moved to New York so I could still drink and do comedy. And then on my first open mic, I went to Cake Shop open mic that was run by, I think, Caperland and Danny Solomon at the time. And I went to my first open mic. I got so wasted that I dropped my set of jokes that I had written. And I dropped it and I just kind of blacked out and screamed or whatever. And I got off stage and there was a guy that kept buying me drinks. And I felt like such a failure and such a loser because I knew that that was what I wanted to do for my job, which is delusional and crazy. But I just knew I wanted to do it as my profession. I wanted to be a professional comedian. It's the only thing I could ever imagine really doing. And so I felt like such a loser and I was sitting at the bar and this incredibly unfunny, and this was coming from a person who just like screamed and bombed and couldn't remember any of her jokes she'd written. An incredibly unfunny guy came and sat next to me and was buying me drinks. And I kept telling him, I don't want drinks. I don't want to talk. And he said, don't be hard on yourself. But I was being hard on myself because that's how much I wanted to do this. And I found the guy very annoying. Now, cut to the morning. I woke up on that guy's air mattress in Bushwick, fully clothed, but, completely hungover. It was snowing out. And, I didn't know where I was. I didn't know how to get out. Like, I just didn't know where I was in New York. And I felt like such a loser because I was like, I knew I wanted to do this as my profession. And here I was like going home with some guy I didn't think that was funny. I didn't want to be hanging out with. I knew like when I was leaving his apartment, when I sat up, I knew I was going to quit drinking. I said that I was like, I'm never drinking again because I already knew it was going to get in the way of this like dream that was like so real for me. So sorry, I'm getting emotional, but I just like knew I really wanted to do it. And you can just count on me to be authentic, guys. I can only be that. That's all I can do. So this is just how I'm feeling. It's been kind of a wild day. But I knew I had to like cut drinking out. I like passed another comic, another open micer on the way down. I was like, that he was roommates with. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get this reputation of being someone that's not taking this seriously. And I quit drinking, which was my number one favorite thing to do in the entire world before I learned about stand-up comedy. Before I started doing it, and I never drank again. I started going to AA. I did my 90 and 90, and, which is you go to one meeting a day for 90 days. And then AA, I don't think this is true for everyone, but AA almost felt like it was taking away from my stand-up, so I just got to be, like, very obsessed with stand-up. And I worked really hard, and I lost all of my drinking buddies and stuff like that, but I was just so dedicated, and it was just the only thing I loved doing, and I felt so confident doing, and I felt so, like, I just would perform as many times as possible. I made friends with all the people at the open mics that were, like, working the hardest, the people that were, like, the most dedicated, the ones that I knew if I was friends with them and I called them and I said I wanted to take a night off, they'd say, "Don't take a night off, just go to a mic." And I did 5 mics a night. I was crying blood at the end of the weekend. I wasn't even, like I was in such the beginning stages. I was just figuring out, like, how to even land a joke, and I mean, some of them were pretty good that I started with, I'm not gonna lie. They're not I mean, if I did them now, you'd be like, "Whoa," but they did have joke structure, but I really just, like, really, like, it was just the only thing I wanted to do, and my drinking was really, like, to because of all my suppressed, like, feelings of, like, self-loathing and stuff from all of the stuff that happened to me when I was a kid and when I was in high school, and it was all, like, just, like, truly, like, I just drank to black out because I didn't wanna be with myself, so it was so exciting to, like, have quit drinking and have this thing that I love that was giving me, like, fulfilling me so much, and I was so proud of myself for doing, and I really busted my ass, I worked so hard, and I got, I started getting booked at shows, I started running a show at the restaurant I was working at, and I started, booking all of the good shows, like, all these, like, really cool shows with these, like, bigger comics, and it was just, like, starting to work, and I was just starting to figure out, like, really how to have my presence on stage. I was really learning how to write jokes, really how to put a set together. I got the New Faces Montreal Comedy Festival, like, 2 years in. I got the Unrepped, and I earned it, like, I just worked so hard for it, I then, of course, had a rumor spread about me that I found years later that the reason I got it was that I slept with the booker, which was so hurtful. That was like such a painful thing to have happen because I had just sacrificed and dedicated my life to this, which sounds crazy because it's whatever, it's just stand up. But I don't know. Whatever. So that rumor sucks. That still haunts me, by the way. I was talking to Joe List when he did his episode of Anniewood, and he told me that an open micer or a newer comic had come up to him and been like, "Didn't Annie Lederman hook up with the?" So, by the way, and don't ever spread that rumor about people. That is so shitty. I busted my ass. I had a job where I could get off at a certain time. I had deals with people where they'd sign me up for mics. I would sign them up for mics. Like I just worked really hard. And it was the only thing in my entire life that I've ever focused my energy on like this. So anyway, got into Montreal Comedy Festival. I got a showcase with Fox, and I ended up getting a little deal with Fox Network. I got on Chelsea Lately. I got on Girl Code. I moved to LA. I moved back to New York for a year. I wrote on Sacha Baron Cohen's show. I wrote on Borat. I had my own TV show on E. It was only 4 episodes, but I did have it. I just have worked very hard. I got to be on Grand Theft Auto and stuff. And this is not me, like, I just want you guys to know, like, I just love what I do. And how I have felt in the past recently is that I am not able to focus on that. And that is like, I know it is insane to say that to complain at all about this like beautiful job that I absolutely love, that I feel so grateful to do. And I love making people laugh. And I feel like that's like why I'm on earth, is to just do this. This is what I love. I've never loved anything else besides Jägermeister, but I like this more. But I just want you to know that that is just what I love to do. And it's what I want to be known for, is my stand up. I love doing podcasts. I don't need to be a podcaster. I'm excited to like evolve this and see what we can do. But really what I like to do is be as authentic as I possibly can and as funny as I possibly can. Sometimes the order's a little different, but I just don't feel like I've been able to focus on my stand up. And so I needed to streamline things and figure out what had to go and what was causing me the most, was taking the most of my energy. And for me, that was Trash Tuesday. So I know that there's so many fans that love the show, and I love the show, and I'm really proud of everything that we've created, but it's just like, I I want to do my comedy special and I keep pushing it off because I just can't focus. And I'm really excited that I now have more time to focus on that and more time to focus on Anniewood, and that I'm not, even though maybe you guys are just fans of me and you've liked everything I'm doing, for me, I feel like I've been showing up like half myself everywhere I'm going. And I just want to be able to really be present and like focused, because I have worked so hard. This is my life's work. This is what I love to do. And I feel so grateful that I get to make a living doing this. And leaving Trash Tuesday was a very scary decision to come to, because it is a large chunk of my income, but I have to like bet on myself and I have to trust my instincts and listen to my body. Um, I was sick for I had a crazy cough for 5 weeks, and I'm like coughing on stage. I'm trying to like chug NyQuil and stuff. It's affecting so I just realized like I'm burnt out and that's what I need to do. And Randy's feeling emo.
Oh my
Great,
God.
pull him up.
It wouldn't be a sincere moment.
But I don't even know if you guys know what I've done. Like, I don't even know if you guys know like my situation. Oh, my son. I want to be a good mother to my son. I haven't been showing it. Randy. But I don't know. I guess I just that's just how I feel. And I just, I know that like people love to sort of read into everything we're all saying on these podcasts. And especially if there's like a podcast shakeup, like what's going on with Trash Tuesday. People want to find like the gossip or what's going on. And I just want you to know, for me, I just really need to focus my energy. And I know that being a roofer is a harder job than podcasting. I fucking know it. I absolutely agree with you. And I'm not saying that. And I'm not like, I don't want to sound like a victim at all. It's just, I just have like a vision of the work I want to create. And it's been so frustrating to not be able to like access that to the level that I am proud of. So I am going to have to again sacrifice something that I love and that has been really good to me and really helped my career.
And that's Randy.
And that is Randy. We are going to kill him. We're going to slit his throat. I'm going to drink his blood. But anyway, I'm sorry I'm being so sincere, but I really like, I don't know, I'm just very passionate about what I do and it feels really like it's just really hard to not be able to do my to be my best and do my best.
Oh, well, I'm so proud of my big girl.
It was scary, but I like conquering my
It's
fears.
scary to her. It's scary, guys, to leave a old thing with so many people are used to. It's a scary thing to do.
I know,
And
and I'm used
she's
to it, and I'm like, and I wish the girls the best, and you know, I am a people pleaser, so it does suck to like let people down. I mean, every show I do, it's like people coming up being like, "Oh my god, I love this," you know, and it's like that is like heartbreaking for me, but I do feel kind of like a G to be like standing up for myself and what I need, and like I can't just like be doing things for the fans or for anyone else.
well, you did it for the fans for a long time. That was,
Yeah.
you know,
And it was I think we created something so cute and I love our fans. Like I think they're so special and it's like been such a dream to be able to like, you know, make fun of such dark things and stuff and that's not ever
oh,
going to change. But I'm excited to like be a vessel for things to strike me again. I feel like I get like struck by lightning with jokes and ideas and I think I've just been like comatose and not able to get
she's
them.
been an autopilot.
I've been an autopilot trying to get it done, and I know you guys are like, "Are you kidding me? This
You-
bitch thinks it's hard to." I'm not. I'm just telling you, like, we're energy people. We're entertainers. It's like I want to be able to like to refresh myself and have new things to say and you know these people with themed podcasts are so fucking smart. These people that are like Gareth. I did Gareth Reynolds' podcast with Jake Johnson. I was like, I am a fool. They have it so set up. It's so easy and beautiful and so like fun to do. And like, I just have two podcasts, which is like, I'm just gonna shoot the shit. I just have to shoot the shit for 6 hours, for
yeah.
8 hours, and then every night I have to go and do the shows too. And I'm not complaining. The other jobs are harder. I'm not saying that at all. Listen, I was about to be a special ed teacher and I wiped a bunch of asses. I could have been doing that, like, even though that was quite rewarding as well. But like, I have to trust my body. That cough, that being sick for that long, it was like, here we go again. This happened to me again with the last time with the cluster headaches, and I did not listen to myself. But I have to, I love my body because my body is very symptomatic and always tells me when I need to be like paying attention to myself and putting myself first. And this is scary because I do not know what's next. I know special, I know stand up, I know that. And I know Anniewood, but I do not know. But it felt like it was very exciting. It was scary, but also very exciting to like to step into the unknown. And I'm really proud of myself. And I hope you guys are proud of me and I hope people understand.
she's going she's going over to the other side of the mountain, guys. The side that you can't see, the side that the sun doesn't touch.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I tell people the truth of what really happened?
Yeah.
So, guys, we were trying to watch TV the other day, and we couldn't find the remote control. I said, "Where the hell's the remote? Where's the remote? Where's the remote?" Then we like, stuck our hand down the couch and we pulled out a remote, but it wasn't the remote that was for our TV. It was just another random remote.
The fuck are
And
you doing? This is nonsense, whatever he's doing, guys. Get ready.
and then so we're watching TV and we try to like click the fast forward, but when Annie clicked the fast forward, it fast forwarded her life.
Oh,
And at first she was like, "Oh, this is good. I could just fast forward through the parts that, had been taking a lot of time and a lot of energy." And she was fast forwarding through all these parts. But what she didn't know was that when she was fast forwarding, she was on autopilot. And when you're on autopilot,
you miss
you
out on the
miss
good
out on all
things.
the good things and you're not learning the lessons that you need to learn. So she fast forwarded actually all the way to the end of her life.
and I
Remember
died.
that?
Todd, here's where this is not believable, okay? It's not that like we can deal with the verisimilitude of the idea of it like, okay, in this world
Do you know what that's?
there's a TV, there's a show that's a movie that's my life. But the where it gets actually unbelievable, where it gets unbelievable is that you think if I saw the story of my life, I wouldn't be like slow-mo checking myself out. I wouldn't be fast forwarding.
Oh, no, no, no. I was thinking of the movie Click with Adam Sandler and
I know
Henry Winkler.
didn't he work at like Best
No, he
Bed Bath
went
and
to
Beyond?
Bed Bath and Beyond, and like Christopher Walken was there, and he was like, "Oh, I got a remote."
Yeah, I do just feel like, I'm 40 years old. I'm very excited to be entering my 40s. I'm very excited about this time of my life, but it's like there's no more like doing things for anyone but myself. And I mean that in a way that's like empowering and not greedy or selfish. It's like you just have to take care of yourself and it's like I'm really excited for what's going to come. And um
There's a lot of projects in the work.
I do. I mean, there's projects that are like so big and so cool that big people have been hitting me up about and being like, when are we going to get back to this? And I'm like, I literally like can't even imagine focusing on this right now. And there's really cool things coming.
Really cool.
There's really cool things coming and I'm really excited. And I'm also excited about the fact that I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm excited for like all of the things that I can't even imagine. Because when you make a big change, how you look back and you go, oh my God, I can't
Oh,
even like, I couldn't, I never would have gotten this thing if I hadn't done this thing. And I can't believe it.
oh my
Randy,
God! I can't
what in the
believe this
hell is
dog.
wrong with you?
He's just wrestling a plastic bag. Oh, well, I'm so proud of my girl. Guys, write in the comments if you're so proud of
The
your
Comedy
girl.
Store documentary. Don't forget about that. How
Oh,
about the right before I started that podcast, Randy, right before I started Trash
he's
Tuesday,
fine.
um, I was in that Comedy Store documentary. Okay. I was sitting, we did it during the pandemic. This is how I know it was right before we started. I was sitting, they called me in, they had me on the I was on the fourth episode, featured on the fourth episode, and then I was in the fifth episode, where they had a panel of comics talking about comedy. And this was the panel: Joe Rogan, Bill Burr, Jay Leno, Whitney Cummings, Paul Rodriguez, Mike Binder, the director, and me. That felt great. That felt amazing to be in that company. When I went in, I still had my mask on, and Jay Leno came up and was like excited to meet me. He loves my stuff. Like I just was like, oh my God.
Did it feel great because of that or because you were smoking a cigar?
Oh, I did try to be a boy with those. I will always. I will always. You'll never see me near one of these guys with cigars without me trying. I'm not gonna stop being a pick me girl. I will puff and puff on I'll inhale. I'll throw up. No, I went to Burr's Christmas party years ago as Josh Adam Meyer's date. This was before I was even friends with him. He definitely was like, "You're in my house," and I was like, "That's how." When he did our podcast, I was like, "You're in my house." Randy,
Oh my God. Guys, this is what we're dealing with. We try to be sincere and honest with you, and we have this
and the truth is, our
dog
dog is
biting my
annoying,
toes.
but he's so cute. Randy, you can bite, just don't make the noise. Come here. Um, I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to, it's like I got Louis C.K.'s number. I'm doing good, all right? I'm excited about stand-up. I feel like my trajectory of stand-up is, like, good and has always been good, and I think that, like, I did get a little distracted with all the stuff I'm doing, and not that I don't love my set right now, but I'm just excited to really put out, a special and create new stuff and just create more artwork and
And
more
here's
drawings.
the thing with Annie, she doesn't like to go into places and just be half-assed. She's got to go fully into things. It's a part of the addict's mindset, actually.
It is. I'm
My
addicted
brother is
to it.
like that too,
Yeah.
where when you do stuff, you have to go 100% in it. So it's like it could be like, okay, well, you could have just, taken your time on Trash Tuesday or not, but it's not how you work. You work, you give all your energy into something. So
I
then,
can't just show up and not, like I would try to, and I just can't. I can't do that. That's not how it
yeah,
is. I want to make things like as good as possible and keep working on them and growing them and stuff. And it's like when you got this many projects going at once, it's hard to.
yeah,
And I'm just excited about the things coming are cool.
yeah. And I'm so proud.
My parents are proud. They sent me a thing of flowers.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Are you gonna miss driving 3 hours a day?
People are gonna get mad at me for complaining about a commute, but goddamn was that annoying. It's always in the middle of the day during traffic.
I
It just
mean,
takes
an
so
hour and a half
long.
is a long ass
If
time.
all of us were driving that long, it would have been fine. But everyone else was driving 10 minutes. I'm like, come on.
But
But I am nice. I am nice if I get caught in traffic. I do always say, like, at any time, just start without me.
you know what I call her? I call her M. Nice Shyamalan. M. Nice Shyamalan.
I'm nice, shaman. But I will, like, but I'm okay with looking late if it doesn't make people stay late.
Yeah.
If it doesn't make, I don't want anyone to have to stay later if I'm late. But I tried my best. Everyone got mad at me for being late all the time. I see those comments. I will not be reading any more comments. But I see those comments. It's like I literally try my best. I would leave so long in advance, and sometimes traffic just hit and you do what you gotta do. I also have ADD, guys. It's hard. But I like representing the ADD bitches. I try my best not to be late, but sometimes I'm late to the comedy store too. It's like it's just like
Oh
I'm
my.
late. Like, do you want to know how much I know that it's my ADD and I'm trying my best to work on this? My Rolfer, okay, Jan Sultan, this man is 82 years old.
Oh,
He
Jan
is
Sultan.
he is not that I think he's gonna live a very long time, but he is in the evening of life, okay? He is like the fact that he even works with me and helps me with my weird dysfunctional body is such an honor, and he's so cool, and I love him so much. And I am still late to see him. Like it's like I can't believe but I just let him end early.
Also, guys, we just finished Killers of the Flower Moon. We started that movie 4 months ago.
We've been
We
watching
just
that
finished
movie.
it.
We've been chipping away at it day. But look, guys, I'm flawed. Look at my pits.
Oh my
Okay?
god.
I'm in fight or flight. I'm Russian, okay? I might be Russian, but I'm also rushing. Like I'm doing my best. I'm always doing my best, and I'm always trying to not make waves, but I think at this point in my life I got to start making some motherfucking waves. I got to do what I got to do.
You
I
know,
got to do what I got to
it's
do. I'm always trying to make people happy, and I can't make everyone happy. I got to make myself happy. And I promise you, the people that mess with me and the people that fuck with me and the people that ride with me, it will be better. I promise.
and I support my fiance
I
every
love
every
my
step of
beau.
the way. She even said, well, the money's not going to come in as like what it used to. And I said, I don't care. And she said, well, might not be able to eat steak and lobster every day like we always do. And I go, I
It's from Sizzler. Relax. Shut up.
I said, I
No,
don't
the money will
care.
work. Money's energy, okay? Money's energy. Don't worry about my money. He's talking smack. Money's energy, and when you're working on things that you're aligned with, money comes to you. When you're happy and you're like, and this is how I'm looking at. I'm living my life as though I am at the peak of all of my goals. That I'm already up here. That's how I'm living my life. That is why I have no beefs with anyone. I have no bad things to say about anyone. I'm very excited. I'm very grateful for everything that I have done up until this point. Even that girl that said I fucked the fucking guy to get into Montreal. I am grateful for her because she made me work even harder because now I have a
Oh,
reputation where everyone thinks I didn't earn what I wanted, even though I quit drinking and I did 5 mics a night and I cried blood and I did everything I could,
you cried blood?
basically. Ooh, it was hard. It was so fun though. I've never felt more alive than when I was doing open mics in New York. But I haven't been able to do anyone else's podcast. There are huge podcasts that have been asking me to be on, and I cannot go on because I'm tapped. I don't have any time. I can't do it. So I'm excited. I can now be guest on people's podcasts again. I can just like I'm just.
We barely even promoted this podcast.
We've
This
never
podcast has
promoted
never
this
even
podcast.
been promoted.
We've never promoted this podcast.
Maybe once or twice. But that's about it. We've been doing this for over a year, and she
Yeah.
did it only once or twice.
And look, I understand if you guys are like, we only like Annie when she's next to Kalila and Esther, then God bless, shalom. Thank you so much for your time. But the people that align with me know that I'm still here and they're still there. And you can be with all of us.
And you could write how much you despise me.
And guys, enough with the Todd. They think we're fighting. This is the love of my life. Is my absolute angel. They don't understand satire.
I support her every step of the way.
I love him. We never leave each other.
I said it don't matter. We could live in.
He does
We
say
can
stuff
live
like that.
here.
Actually, when I've been the most stressed,
We could live in a little hut
By the
here,
way,
and
when I've been the most stressed,
as long as I've got Walter and I've got my hog nose, I don't care.
when I've been the most stressed, I actually get mad at Todd for this. He'll go, "Let's just quit let's quit this world and let's just go live somewhere." I'm like, I'm never quitting I mean, I will never quit comedy. I will never quit comedy. And I get mad at him, but he's like, I just want you to know there is the option, which is so sweet.
Oh, you see, guys, it's easy to support your fiance,
I
support your
love my
wife.
Vo. I love him.
I let her do whatever the hell she wants because she lets me get as many frogs as I want.
He's got a lot of frogs. And boy, do we have frogs. But I do love that about you. I love that you have this these interests that are things that I would never give a shit about. And now I have so many reptiles and they're so cute.
And now you know about rep. Did you ever think you know anything about
I want to
reptiles?
learn more. I want to learn more because I do feel a little bit like a frog fraud.
I literally put on a video of Clint Reptiles talking about the theology of
But do you know what I'm
serpents and
looking
snakes.
at? I'm looking at his face
nose?
and how he's talking. I'm not listening to what he's saying. I'm more of like a people, like I'm reading him. So I'm going, I think there's some darkness inside this man. I'm like, Clint, you seem
come
like
on,
you get
Anniewood.
real mad.
Clint, come on, Anniewood.
I want to poke him
Let's
until he freaks out.
dissect you. You've been dissecting animals.
I'm
Let's
like, this
dissect
guy
Clint.
seems like he's real mad. I feel like he's got a temper. But I'm always like, I don't know. I always said I don't know if this is good or bad, but when I was with my shaman and a couple of other friends and we were doing San Pedro and this is so LA, I don't care. In the where are the mountains that are Yosemite?
Oh.
And we went up to Yosemite and we're all watching this sunset. And I was facing my back to the sunset and watching them watch the sunset. I was just enjoying watching them watch the sunset.
Oh my
And also blocking the
goodness.
sunset with my head so they could look at me.
Well, look at this sunset.
I know, I love our new.
You see that, guys?
It's so cute.
This mountain represents everything that's going on in our life and your life. So, thanks for coming to Anniewood, guys, and we'll entertain you.
We're gonna make it so much more entertaining than it's been. Todd, maybe we'll be off camera. What do you guys think? We can't make him stop laughing. People hate him laughing, but there's a comment that we always get where people go, I can't believe she can stand how much he laughs. I'm like, I am a stand-up comedian. All I want is people laughing. This man laughs in his sleep. It's my favorite thing in the entire world.
People don't like laughing.
I would never.
And I don't trust those people.
I would never. I honestly I have a dream of Anniewood having a studio audience.
A studio audience?
Yeah, I want like 10 people.
How are we going to pick those people?
Well, we can't have it in my fucking house, weirdos. The top 10 people that like me the most? No. But I'm just saying, I like the idea of like making a audience laugh. So I like when Todd laughs. I like when Lauren laughs. I like when Mike Evans laughs.
Mike the Crack Evans?
I love a little cracky laugh. I like that. I like that. So I know you guys don't like that for some reason, which is very weird, but I love it. And I like how much Todd laughs. It's my favorite thing about him. And his
snake. And his snake?
And his snake, his snake and beans. His beans and Frank.
Oh, but yeah, guys, it's just a new page. It's a new chapter. Things don't stay the same all the time. You know, what's that I talked to someone recently.
It's not true. He has no friends. Is it your friend Baby Chris?
You know, I talked to my friend recently and he came up to me and
this is why they don't like you. Look at the thing you're doing with your face and your voice.
Did I say this last time too?
I don't. Nobody cares. Nobody listens when you're talking. So it doesn't matter. You can say the same thing.
I'll say it again. You know, I talked to my friend recently. They came up to me and they said, Todd, you know, the
Oh
life
my
is
God.
fleeting. And
This is
here's the
just,
news.
I wish I was the editor. I'd be editing this right out.
So here's the thing about life is that the good thing is about life is that nothing is temporary, but the bad thing is that nothing. Oh no! He said it
Oh
opposite
my
actually.
God.
He
Honestly,
said,
Todd,
the bad
they
thing in
already hate you.
life
They already
is
hate
nothing
you.
is
They already hate
temporary.
you. They hate you. Why do you hate
But
Todd? He's so
also
funny,
the
but
good
this is
thing in
bad.
life
Is that it's
is
temporary.
nothing is
Listen,
temporary.
we've been doing a little green light, if you know what we're
Listen, we've been
saying.
reading some green
We've
lights.
been researching a little green light.
I'm a McConaughey guy.
Green light, green light, green light. Guys, I want to have Matthew McConaughey on this podcast.
We'll get
You
him.
just wait.
I know him.
I got big plans. You just wait. Things are gonna go wild here. Things are gonna go wild.
It's gonna be good, guys. We got some good
But
guest
I
lineup.
don't want anything I've said to sound like I'm complaining because I'm not complaining. I'm so fucking grateful for everything in my life, and I'm so excited. And I'm so glad for all of the people that resonated with Trash Tuesday and all of the people that resonate with Anniewood and like my stand-up and like me and all of those other things. And I'm just excited to make more stuff.
We're ready to go to the next step.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the
The
life
unknown.
is a bunch of stairs. You know, and you don't want to be caught on that one step.
I just want, yeah, you just want
You know,
you don't stand up here and not
you
turn
don't stay.
around.
You don't
What
get
if I was just
here,
standing right here and I didn't even look any other direction?
or you don't get right here and you go, oh, that's enough. I don't need to climb the mountain any higher. You go, wait, no, there's more mountain to be climbed. There's more peaks to be climbed, and there's more valleys too.
Yeah.
So you got to remember that there's more peaks and valleys.
Todd,
You could stay here. You could stay here.
your angle
Life is
today,
fine.
this angle.
You know what I mean, guys?
I'm just excited. I'm excited, and I'm obviously sad because it's an ending and a transition. But I am choosing to focus only on the good stuff, and I'm very excited. I know the girls are going to put something really good together too, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited for all around, all those around. I saw you crying. Lauren was crying. But it's like, I just like when you fight for something so hard, you've got to like stick with it. It's like, I don't want to ever not do it. And it's like to go, like, I literally cannot, if I record a podcast, a Trash Tuesday, I can't go perform that night. I'm so tired. And I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy. I know, you guys. I know how insane it sounds.
But it's true.
But I go and then I'm just like thirsty. I don't know. I'm like thirsty. I'm like cotton mouth. I'm like, what are my jokes? I'm just doing the same jokes. I'm not writing anything new. Exciting.
Oh.
Hair extensions are pulling.
Oh my
Also,
goodness.
guys, how cute do I look?
Oh, look how cute she is.
You guys still like me even though my butt's going away?
Oh.
I got to do squats. I promise to bring my booty back.
She's crumpling around like she's Randy.
I promise to bring my booty back. But I'm excited. I'm just excited to focus and create.
Her eyes are wide open now.
And Todd's are pretty open for an Asian, to be honest. Now, speaking of eyes, we've been watching Love is Blind.
Ooh.
Just to fit in with you guys, we have no interest in the show.
It's a pretty bad show.
But I will say one of the most like talked about parts of the show is the juiciest part. And it is that the one girl, while she was in the pod, told the other guy she looked like Megan Fox, and she did not look even like
Megan.
what's the one from Megan Mullany? But you know the one from
Meghan Markle?
No. Meghan Markle would be hot.
I don't even know who Meghan Markle
But anyway, she lied. Okay.
She lied.
She didn't mean to lie. She
Also, you're not supposed to tell people what you look like. The point of the
That's what
show
I'm
is that you're
saying.
not supposed to know who you look like.
Like, imagine Todd told me he was Asian. He comes out of the pod. I go, who is this Mexican man? Who the fuck is this? I go, ¿Cómo? ¿Qué?
And I go, Mino Estan.
I don't know. Do you think I would have gotten through your speech impediment?
Listen, I'd be able to smooth talk my way through that whole thing.
You'd be doing, I'd be
There'd
like,
be 4 different girls being like, "Oh, I think this guy Todd is like the
I
one
think
I want."
Sebastian Maniscalco is going to come out.
I'd have different voices for each girl. I'd be like, "You're from where? How do you even go shopping?" And they'd be like, "Oh,
But the
you're so
show is
interesting."
basically telling you that love is not blind. These people are losing their
Also,
minds.
it's not even like an experiment. They don't even do an experiment. Like at least that other terrible show we watch,
Married at first sight.
Married at First Sight, they have like people that say they're counselors, couple counselors. They're just like letting these people loose. They're like, okay, you're engaged. Go do what you do.
It's a nightmare. Actually, that show is maybe the worst show I've ever seen. in my life.
They just
All
let
of those
them
shows make
loose.
me so upset.
Like at
I'm
least
so upset. And by the way, Love is Blind. It's like there's like a Dominican girl and then this like short blonde, and they actually like each other, and I'm
and it's
disgusted.
so
I
boring.
hate it.
You're
But
like,
no, but I
"Alright."
also hate it because I'm like, I want her with like a big Dominican guy. Like I want her. Like I'm not being like
He's not
races shouldn't
disgusting.
mix.
He's just a
No, he's
weird
fine.
guy.
He's just like I just
No,
want.
wasn't there a girl that told that said to the black guy, like, "I know you identify as
Oh
black."
yeah, there was one couple where the girl kept goes, you identify as a black man, and he was like taking it well, but I'm like,
But he is a black guy. He
what do you mean
doesn't-
identify? It's like, what are you? So Rachel Dolezal is black? What are we doing here? She kept saying he identifies as a black man.
And
I'm
she was a
going,
white girl?
yes.
Oh my
But I think she thought
God.
it made her sound like more down.
PC?
Yeah, but it's like
It sounds
identify.
crazy.
That's to say to a black man you identify as a black man is the most disrespectful shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it's whack.
I mean, it's totally
I'm
like
gonna start saying that to people.
what it's whack.
I'm gonna go, okay, dude, listen, I know you identify as black, but settle down.
I love how you say the controversial things.
No, okay, settle down. I know you identify as black.
Can you imagine saying that to
Settle
someone?
down.
Oh my God.
Listen, I know you identify as Mexican, but there's a whole line of people that want these tacos too. So move it along.
Todd, I know you identify as someone you think is pretty cute and hilarious, but let's fucking wrap it up with your bullshit. What else was going on in the show? There was something else we were laughing about.
With that same couple, right? He
He said she was clinging. By the way, he's just not into her. Okay, so he had 2 girls. If you didn't see the show, he had 2 girls. One smoking hot, but she had a kind of a crazy story. And she had a kid, and he didn't want to deal with the kid. He just didn't want to deal with the kid. Okay? So then this other
and she
girl,
had an annoying voice too. It was like,
but he liked her voice. But then
like
the other
this.
girl was like, hey, don't tell anyone I told you, but I look like Megan Fox. So he's in his head like, all right, the girl without the kid that looks like Megan Fox, I'll go with her over this
Yeah.
girl not knowing. And then when he like breaks up with her, she goes, you're going to need an EpiPen to bring yourself back to life when you see what you walked
Ooh.
away from, which is true. I
An
mean, she was just,
EpiPen. What is that? Like a diabetes pen?
it's when you're going to anaphylactic shock.
Oh, like a allergy pen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's when you have an allergic reaction.
Oh,
She didn't quite get it right.
Yeah. Like
But
what?
it doesn't matter. We knew what she meant and we all agreed. And we were like, ooh.
Oh,
And it sucks to be the unattractive one in that because she would have matched very well.
it
with someone
sucks
else.
because the storyline is there's the hot girl, there's the unattractive girl. He picked the unattractive girl, and he wishes he had the hot girl. And being the unattractive girl,
And by the
and
way,
the
there's
storyline
been
must
one actual hot girl on the show in 6 seasons, and it's this one girl.
and it doesn't make sense
And
to
they're
have
all
a hot
fine.
girl.
Listen,
on
here's
it.
the thing. They're fine. It's not like
And it doesn't make sense to have a
they're
hot
not like
girl. on it.
hideous. I mean,
It's
the black
called
girl,
Love is
all the guys are into the
Blind.
black girl. They're like, they're all like, oh, that was an option. Oh shit. It's
Well,
all
she
really,
identifies as black, so
yeah.
don't call her
Wait.
black.
I wish I knew any of them. I don't know any of their names. Okay, I
don't
wasn't
know
just
anything.
calling her the black. I literally don't know any of their names. Okay, I identified them as nameless. But the other girl would have had such a good time if she wasn't up against that other girl. And she just shouldn't have said the Megan Fox thing was
That shouldn't be
wild.
illegal to say. She
It
should have got
was
disqualified.
wild. I would tell you I was ugly. I'd go, I look like a dump truck. I look like
I
shit.
look like a dumperoo.
I look like shit. I'd want you to be excited when you saw me, not like
Ooh, there's been some not excited.
when the
people in this.
faces are wild. It's just so
This
dark.
season they did a theme. Everyone is, you know what I mean? Let's just say a normal person on Mount would be like this. They were like this.
It basically is like, would you date a short guy if you like his voice? Would you date a short guy and would you date a girl with fat arms? Right? Do you like chubby arms and a good personality? Or do you like a short guy with an okay voice?
Oh,
But it's okay. Love is blind.
we were fast forwarding through
I
a lot
just
of
wanted to see the
show.
reactions. We just looked to see if people were crying and we wanted to see the reactions if we saw each other.
And that one couple is just interesting. Every time that one couple comes on.
Well, because he's not into her.
Yeah.
The thing is, and I don't think he might not have cared about her looks if she hadn't said she looked like Megan. So in his head, he's talking to Megan Fox the whole time. So he's like, this girl's so hot. Megan Fox.
She did not look like Megan
She's
Fox.
so
By the way, if you
gorgeous.
guys are
So
wondering.
in his head, like, he wasn't having to worry about the looks because he knew for a fact she looked like Megan Fox. And then the other girl.
If you spell Fox F-A-U-X.
We all knew
There
that
we
was
go.
coming. We all knew that was coming. I'm sure that's a meme. And I know, Lauren, you had some topics. Oh, sorry. I thought you were getting them.
Lauren
so
Lauren
funny.
had some topics
Lauren
for
has
us.
some
I
things
was
to do.
checking that Todd spelled faux correctly.
Who cares?
F-A-U-X, right?
It
Something like
doesn't
that?
matter. We're not interested in Todd's spelling, his laughter, his personality, or really anything else to do with him.
I'm just here for you guys to dump your hatred on.
It is funny when they think we're breaking up, though.
Well,
If we break up, it's because Todd's in the ground. He's rotting in the ground, okay? I threw some dirt on a casket if Todd and I broke up.
we just watched a Mr. Beast video of a guy getting buried. It was pretty good.
Buried alive. I really would lose my goddamn mind. I would do any of those things. I do like that he just did this whole video of like people facing their fears. That is my thing. I
It
do
is
like
cool.
facing my fears.
I like Mr. Beast. I think he's a cool guy. Mr. Beast, if you ever want to come on the
We
pod.
like Mr. Beast. We'll get Mr. Beast on and Matthew McConaughey. I want Joe Dispenza on here. Tony Robbins, he's doing podcasts now. I seen Tim on Theo's. That was fucking hilarious.
What did he
Did you see the thing where he was talking about mushrooms with Theo? And Theo was like, damn. Theo goes, I took 2 stems. I talked to my sister for 40 hours. I don't remember. I don't remember.
He
What he
said
said.
it's like a-
Whatever.
like
It was a
a-
Theoism, but it was very funny. It was hilarious. He had Tony Robbins crying. It was very good.
Well, Theo's that guy. You know?
Todd's jealous of Theo.
I ain't jealous of nobody.
You aren't jealous of anyone.
You know who I'm jealous of? Me in 10 years.
Oh God, here comes Matthew McConaughey again.
And then in 10 years, the same guy came and asked me the question. He said, who you jealous of? I said, me in another 10 years. So you see, you're always jealous of yourself and who you're going to be.
When I first went on dates with Todd, he started saying all these like really cool things. I was like, wow, he knows like so much good philosophy and stuff. And then he showed me the movie Waking Life. And what I realized is that Todd watched Waking Life 4 times, memorized everything in
I
it, and
watched
then
it
told me
100 times.
And then he just was telling me things that were in the movie.
What do you remember anything I told you from it?
Was
that
it
good?
about, did you do this? I don't remember. No.
They usually talk about like the collective memory thing. That's always a weird
I
one.
don't ever listen to anything you say anymore now.
She doesn't listen to anything anyone.
Because I've been too busy. But now I can listen. I can be present
now
for my handsome
her ears
husband.
are open. Her ears and her eyes are open.
My handsome husband.
She wears her hats like this now.
Ew. If you
Oh,
came
ew.
out of the pod like that.
I thought this hat matched these letters, like the color, but it don't. Oh.
No, also, you keep wearing a hat. Like, what is going on?
I always wear hats.
You look like a bald man.
I don't look like a bald man. I look like a cool hat guy. Oh my
Guys,
god! Should I wear it
comment
like this?
below. Yes, actually, that is better. You look like Mark Smalls.
Oh.
Who, by the way, I've literally never met, but I just know that's how he wears his hat. I've only seen him on the internet.
No, he wears it more like this.
No, it's tilted though. He smurfs.
It's just barely on my head. I could wear it like this. This is like the guy that we watched recently too, the YouTuber that's like does everyone's shoes. He did like Rogan shoes.
Oh, that was so
Marco?
fun. We've actually been watching
He
some
does his
fun
hat
stuff.
like this too. He was like this.
He
And
made
guys. Oh my god, is my forehead that big?
No, Todd, just take the Hims. What are you doing?
Oh
Get the
my
Hims.
god.
I got you the Hims. What are you doing? It's so annoying. When we first were dating, I saw that it was like a little thinning. Like I saw a little bit. But I was like, I'm not gonna stay with this 25-year-old guy. I was trying to get rid of him.
She was like, this guy must be 35.
I was like, I don't care. I'll be gone by the time he goes bald. I'm not gonna be around him. And then when I realized I was in love, I was like, we gotta fix this.
I got Hims way before that.
You didn't have Hims until me. I did read Reddit, and Reddit was very annoying. I'm never reading Reddit again. But I will
Oh
say
my
one of the
God.
last things I read was someone said that I was bragging about being rich with, by the way, guys, do you know how to manifest? You literally say you're rich. Are you guys so stupid?
Oh my
You might
god.
have more money than me. You might have more money than me. You might have more money than me. I mean, maybe not. You might.
But
You
she's
say you're
still more
rich, ding dongs. That's what you do. That's how you manifest. Also, but I'm not being like, I'm not like,
What?
I'm just like, where are my jewels that I'm bragging about?
Guys, we're doing this in an apartment, in a loft, in an apartment.
It is a cute apartment. It's kind of
It's
expensive.
cute.
But I will tell you, and I am proud of the money I made, and I don't want to like downplay either. But come on, rise up. Rise up. We can do this. We can do this. You just say it. But anyway, they were like, all shit, which is not true. Okay. I don't. He's like, she was bragging about being rich. It's like I make a joke about my purse that's funny. And then he said that all my jokes he'd seen on podcasts, which is absolutely not true. And that's when I was like, I'm never reading Reddit again. Because on Reddit, people just make shit up. I was like, that guy wasn't at my show.
He wasn't even
I've
there.
never, ever, I don't do any jokes that I did on a podcast on stage. I wouldn't do jokes on a podcast. If there's a topic that came up on the show, I write a joke about it with punchlines and twists, and M. Night Shyamalan spins these.
Am Nice Shyamalan. Am Nice Shyamalan.
Oh my God. We all just wait for Todd to figure it out. But like, it's like the same as like, sometimes you'll get guys that comment on your stuff that are like, I went to high school with her, I banged her. And you're like, no, you didn't. It's like, so that's why I'm like, I can't. It's over for me. I ain't doing no Reddit.
Oh, that's amazing.
You want to know how I got sucked in? My manager sent me a Reddit article about how amazing my last Anniewood and Friends was. And I got sucked right in. I was in Reddit all of a sudden.
And she never told me about that.
I was a little.
She never told me about the people
I told him about
complimenting her
I
and
told him
saying
about the guy that said my set was about being rich and fucking. I like lived in my car twice, you guys. I'm not. If I can make money, I believe you can make money, and we're all on this journey together. It's energy, and we're all gonna get there. And
I actually have a funny story. When I first met Annie, like before you brought me onto your team, when I met you as a fan in
Yep.
your meet and greet line, I was gonna ask you to sign my purse because you were talking
Yes.
about manifesting money and money coming out of your
Yes, you
purse.
get it.
I was
Ding,
too
ding, ding,
scared to
ding.
do that. But one day I'm gonna ask Annie to sign my purse still.
And now you make tons of money on this podcast. Just rich off this podcast. No, I've been trying to still learn away. I'm like, Lauren, just wait until I can like afford you, and then you will be my assistant. I will steal you away from the rest of anything else you like, and I'll make you be with me all the time. until you get creeped out and you quit. But I'll make you sign an NDA so no one will know. So no one will ever find out about it. But it's exciting. I'm excited to like I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Oh, it's going to be a good
Yes.
thing, guys.
Boy, was it scary. And boy, you might be mad at me, but trust me. It's the best thing for every single person, including the people that love the show. And I will say this, okay? A lot of people come up to me, they go, oh my gosh, Trash Tuesday got me through this. It got me through that. And that's a very sweet thing to say, but it's actually you got yourself through it.
Oh, shit.
You got yourself through it.
I didn't even think of it like that.
And I'm proud of you for doing that. And you did it. And you found yourself inspired. You found yourself things that you looked up to. You found yourself things that you thought were funny. You did that. You sought that out and you found that. So I'm very flattered that you think it's me, but it really was you.
Oh. No, I never thought of it like that.
And I cannot have your life in my hands, okay? I got my life in my hands.
And she's sitting in that hand.
I got snakes. I got a dog. I got a man's. I got a nephew. I got another nephew who got a head injury.
Wait. Can we?
My nephew fell on the stairs and it's so crazy.
Can we talk about someone sent us a video of a woman that used to do a podcast that had like this exact hand share. What was that?
I don't know.
Guys, write in the comments if you know what that was.
I want to talk about something from last episode. They're called hide and seek dolls. Those little dolls.
Hide and seek dolls?
And there's the creepiest dolls in the whole world. And I'm so glad I didn't just make them up because sometimes when I can't remember something and my brother doesn't know, the good thing about having a twin brother is like, you can hit up your twin brother and be like, do you remember this thing? And he goes, not that I remember that thing. I remember every lyric. I know everything about it. Like we used to sing Max, there was a song in my elementary school, our Quaker elementary school. All of our songs were about like conserving energy and like turning your lights off.
Turning your lights off?
Yeah, because it's like everything was like environmental and stuff because it was Quaker school. And I can call my brother right now and we could sing those songs. But he's
also, Annie never turns the lights off. She did not learn from this Quaker
I have
thing.
ADD. It's like people don't believe I have ADD. People don't understand. I'm like, you're late.
I'm
Guys,
just saying,
I have been late.
Quaker people, you're making these songs
I've been late to
that don't work.
everything I've ever done. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to not be late. I don't want to be late. I try to be like cute when I show up with my lateness.
I'm just saying.
The only reason I'm not late to Anniewood is because it's my goddamn house. It's my house.
She's still late.
I am late. I know that guy the other day. I was like still doing my makeup.
Welcome to Anniewood, motherfucker.
Welcome to motherfucking Anniewood. You don't even know it's late. You don't even know we started late.
Lauren sent us a few headlines about Hollywood and things like that we're going to commentate on.
Our first Hollywood headline is why Martha Stewart says she doesn't wear underwear.
Heyo.
Okay, I have some thoughts. I don't want to be rude to the crotchal area of an elder person, but don't things like drop even more like as time goes by?
So what are you saying?
Like I feel like I might need something like tucked up, holding it up.
So what are you saying? She's
holding it up, but she does have a beautiful facelift. So if she got a facelift, she might have a little coochie lift too.
Little cookie lift?
She might have a cookie lift. She might have a deep plain cookie lift. But could her facelift be cuter? I mean, she's 20 years old.
It could be cuter, sure.
No, people are like, oh my God, she looks amazing. It's like, guys, it's all facelifts. And it's okay. No shame in facelift.
How old is she?
She's like 80 years old.
Yeah, she's 81.
She's 81 and her face is like, and people are like, she's so lucky.
She's
her
De Niro's
jeans,
age.
Like her jeans, her jeans are getting buckled up here. Her zipper's up here.
Oh my God.
You can always tell because their ears are very low. Brad Pitt got a facelift.
Brad Pitt did?
Yep.
Where, up here?
Guys, I got over Leo Wood. I'm back into Todd again.
Oh my God.
I got over him because I was dissecting one day the new series with Leo Wood. I did used to think was hot. I actually think is disgusting now. It's just,
Oh,
it was nasty. It was nasty. And then I was watching the episode, but Leah would love to have you on. It'd be weird for Todd, but we would love to have you on. We bring your girlfriend who's older. No big deal.
Oh, from White Lotus, right?
We love her, right? We love them together. We love that they're together and that we're together.
She likes him. I like her.
That's true. Oh my God. We could have a thing. Guys, come on the podcast, actually. I'd allow it.
Oh my God.
Swingers. I'm just kidding, Todd. You're everything.
I ain't swinging nowhere.
Not to Megan Fee or whatever, however you say it. Fee?
Listen, my door swings like this. It doesn't even open like this. It goes straight out like this.
What does that mean?
It means you have to go through the sides to get in. It just opens like this. It goes.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm saying it don't swing open like this.
Because nobody can come to you.
It goes in like this.
You said I can hook up. What? Can I hook up with her?
Sure.
Todd does not know the power of a lesbian. That's what's so funny about this. Like, sure, you can hook up with a lesbian. Like, lesbians will steal your girl.
They ain't stealing nothing.
Don't call me nothing.
They ain't stealing nothing.
Okay, anyway, so I got over him because I was watching, and then I was watching one day the movie with Anne Hathaway and this ugly guy, and I was like, they're not for some reason, like Leo Woodhouse's never like shirtless. He's never like, they show like parts of his body. Did you watch it, Lauren? I mean, it's hideous. You might throw up the whole time.
Oh my God.
He's so ugly. But he really is. He's ugly. But he is like, there are problems, okay? And this is what I learned through people while I was doing this on a live. And they were saying they don't show his body because he doesn't have a good body and he has a bad butt.
They showed his body in White Lotus when he was banging his uncle.
Was it good?
You don't remember that? She walked in and
I wasn't interested in him in that. I liked him in this character. I'm not interested in him out of that character. It's like Jared Leto. I don't like Jared Leto, but I like Jordan Catalano.
Because he's mean to her? Is that why?
It is. It's always because they're so mean. They're so mean.
Oh my God.
He didn't deserve her either.
Mean to her, guys.
No, I don't. I don't want you to be anything different than you are. You're who I ended up with. You don't think I had that character in my life? We talked about this the other day. I did have a guy who, growing up, like kind of treated me bad. Like we'd always kind of like come back into each other's lives, but he would always like choose other girls over me and like not show up for me. And like he would like stand me up and things. And like, you know, it just was like he would neg me. And then I'm still friends with him just because he's one of my oldest friends. But he like years ago was like, I just always thought we'd like end up together. It's like, and you don't get to treat me like shit for my entire life and then have me go, I'm finally ready to be with you. It's like, that ain't my movie, bitch. But weren't you saying, don't you think that happens? You said you think that happens with people?
What?
That people do end up with that person?
I think like small town people that I think that happens. High school sweetheart type situations. I know so many people from my high school that they've known each other their whole lives, right? And then like 10 years after high school, they start dating and are married now. And to me, that's like, I'm like, but you've known each other your whole life. You didn't know back then, but now you know?
I guess if you start in high school, I guess you have to end up, were you guys high school sweethearts?
Yes.
You were high school sweethearts?
Yes.
And then you try to break up and you can't. Are we allowed to talk about that? We can edit it out. And then you're like, oh, fuck. Because it is like, you're like, oh, it is weird.
We did take a break in college. We did.
My next door neighbors, like Bonnie and Bill, I think that they were high school sweethearts. I think they met in like 7th grade or something, or maybe even 3rd grade. And then they like, but they're still together and they have all these kids and shit. And then, I guess for me, it's like.
My brothers and his wife are high school sweethearts.
But I'm wondering, okay, so when I'm 11, on the treehouse, okay, and the new neighbors move in and I see the sun and I remember I got nervous in my little Umbros. I was like, oh my God. Cause I was like just having crush. You know what I mean? You're like 11, you're just starting to get horny. I had like a pube, you know? I was like, a boy moved in? That's my age, you know? And none of my brother's friends were like they were always off limits for me. Like they were never Like, it was an unspoken thing that when I did get one time I got really hammered. My brother hates when I bring this up. And it was like we did not talk for a while. One St. Patty's Day, I got really fucked up, blacked out, and I woke up in bed with
You
one of his
identifies
friends.
it as a
I
blackout.
identify as a blackouter. But I woke up in his bed and I had all my clothes on, so I was like, "Phew." And then my underwear was outside of I like lifted the blanket and my underwear was like outside. So my pants I got and put back on. So there
You
was
never
something
know.
going on. But I don't think we hooked up. I mean, I know we made up, but and in front of all of his friends. And Max wasn't there. He was like at college. So he was like really mad at me. He was like, it was an unspoken rule. I was like, I get drunk. I didn't do it on purpose. That's why I'm glad I quit
But
drinking. I did so many bad
I
things.
guess who I was thinking of is my brother and his wife. They've had like a relationship where,
They met in high school.
it wasn't all roses and and
Right. Yeah.
dandelions,
Yeah.
and they met in high school. They went through a bunch of stuff and they're married
Yeah.
with
You're
kids.
right. But he wasn't choosing other girls over her. He was struggling
No.
with addiction.
Yes.
So he was choosing a different thing over her, but not like,
It was complicated, but
yeah,
that had to do with it.
complicated. Her name's Kate. But I do feel like,
I think it happens all the time. And I
yeah,
think it does when when you meet someone when you're that young, there's room for forgiveness. Rather than meeting someone when you're 26 or 27 and someone treats you like shit, you're gonna be like,
I guess with my friend, my friendship with him is that, do you know what I mean? Like my friend, I could have just completely stopped being friends with him altogether because of how shitty he made me feel in high school.
yeah,
And so my friendship with him is me overlooking that. But I would never be romantic with him because of that. It was
yeah,
so untrustworthy. It was so rude. I just felt like sad about it all the time. Like, why would I be with someone that made me feel sad in my formative years? Like, I think a lot of people, I didn't have good relationships in high school. Like, my first boyfriend in high school was so fucking mean to me. And because of my so-called life, because of Jared Leto,
oh my
because
god,
of Jordan Catalano, I
Jared.
thought you were supposed to be treated badly by guys. Like, I literally thought you were supposed to be, like, I thought that that is what relationships are. It's like, you really like the guy, he doesn't like you
So
back.
he would treat you bad, and you go home and he'd be like,
Yeah, I'd be
ah.
like, he loves me. This is what love is. And like, I was like, he's an asshole, but he's my asshole.
Oh my
We ended up in
god.
prison. I mean, he was a drug addict. He was crazy. He was so mean to me. So mean to me. And then when I was 19, I did the Landmark Forum. And they were like, the Landmark Forum, like, I don't think this is what they meant, but they were like, you should, like, anyone you have like misconnections with or whatever, like, they didn't mean like old lovers or whatever, but they meant like if you have any like disease with or unease with people in your relationships, in a relationship that you want to like talk to again, you can have these conversations. You can call them and be like, hey, I was just thinking about our relationship. And there was like a whole formula of what you would say to them. But basically, that was to get you to invite them to come to the intro.
Oh my
Right.
god.
So then you get this call from someone from like years ago that's like, hey, I just want to like tell you that um when we were friends, it was because of this. And I think I wasn't being authentic in this way, and I wanna create the possibility of this in the future, and would you come to this introduction for this thing and that I did? So then you're like, "That's weird, I guess I'll come to this thing." And, but so I called my ex-boyfriend who was so mean to me my freshman year of high school, who was so mean to me, cheated on me with my best friend, was so horrific to me, did not like me at all, okay? Broke my little baby heart. I called him when I was 19 years old. He was still living at his parents' house, I remember the number, and I said to him I called from college, and I said, "I wanna apologize to you for for being so hurt when you cheated on me and, like, being so" this is why these type of things don't work for me because 'cause I'm already, like, blame myself for things that aren't my fault. But basically, I was
Oh
like,
my god.
I shouldn't have taken things so seriously because we were so young." And he was like, "Oh, I'm really actually glad you called because I always felt bad because I never liked you and I like always knew you were in love with me and like I always was like in love with your friend and I always felt so bad. So it's like so cool. We can clear this up. And I was like, oh, okay. The connection is. But I guess in my head, I was going to call and he was going to be like, you actually turned out hot or something. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Like I thought I was going to get some sort of like, you were pretty fucking hot back then. It was fun, but it was like totally like the opposite. It was like, I guess I was manipulating him to try to get like him to say something.
Oh my God.
But it was so funny. So
Well,
stupid.
You want to do one more headline? You got another one?
Why was her underwear?
So actually, her reason for not wearing, back to Martha Stewart.
This all stemmed from Martha Stewart's underwear.
She said she likes wearing bathing suits instead.
That
In
gives you a
case
yeast
she
infection.
wants to
Maybe
go
there's no
swimming.
moisture. I guess you need moisture to have a yeast infection.
I
Because
just imagine, it's
and
just
listen, I don't
wet.
want to. I'm not talking shit on older women. I'm talking about. I have a lot of older women friends, and they make jokes about having dry vaginas. Okay, so that is the joke I'm making out of the science that has been told to me through my
Oh
friends'
no,
experience.
she's gonna get canceled.
Okay, no. I just want to be respectful to the people who are aging. I want you guys to know I have a healthy relationship with this. I want you to know that I'm not trying to make digs at the elderly because we are all going to become elderly, and me probably before a lot of you, especially the ones in this room, in this relationship. And I can't wait to have a dry pussy. I'll be so honored to have a dry pussy and be an elderly dry pussy woman because that means I've lived my life full. I've lived it well, and my pussy's here to cough. But anyway, you can't wear a swimsuit bottom because you get a yeast infection, but that is pointing to possibly there being no moisture left in the vaginal area and maybe there's no yeast infection can form.
Why would you get a yeast infection?
You're just not that the material of haven't you heard that? Wearing a swimsuit all day will give you a yeast infection. Material.
The material?
It'll give you a yeasty.
Well, maybe Martha Stewart's baking a little something in the oven. You know what I mean, guys? Maybe she's got a loaf of bread in there that she's trying to make. You know, she's in her older age. Maybe she's trying to switch up the cooking a little bit. You never know. You never know.
I hear she's a real easy bake oven, if you know what I mean. It's not hard to get in there. Snoop hooked up. Snoop hit it.
You did?
No, I don't think so, but I thought that'd be a funny rumor to start.
I bet he did.
You bet he did?
I bet he did.
Anything else?
We can do one more.
Sure.
Let's do one more.
DJ Khaled has security guards carry him from car to stage for performance in order to not mess up his Air Jordans.
I love the idea of him not wearing just another pair of shoes till he gets to the stage. I love that he wasn't like, I'll just bring a separate pair of shoes and I'll just have like my like street shoes and then I'll have like my stage shoes and I'll
Here's
change.
the thing. DJ Khaled, he's a larger man.
Those are some strong security guards.
When you're a larger man, getting to your shoes is hard. You have to bend over. You have to.
His pants are all tight. He's all just like this.
And they're Air Jordans. They're probably like the high
crease.
tops. You gotta
this high.
You gotta really rip them apart.
Look, I can't wait to get to that level. I can't wait to be carried. So I don't want to. I don't.
You could pay the door guys at the Comedy Store
to carry me on.
Renee Lancaster could carry.
Oh my God, there's like two that could carry me, and one of them's a woman, a native woman. That big ass fucking native bitch. I do think that I have been thinking a lot about what my security will be when I get to that level. And I was thinking about, I would rather go I want like a smaller person. I want a scarier person. I want people to be scared rather than like intimidated. I want someone that looks like this, you know?
Right.
If you know what I mean.
And he doesn't stand next to you, he stands in the shadows.
I want him to stand in the shadows. I want there to be a trench coat. I want them to have
Sunglasses
been in, I want them
at night.
to have been arrested as a teenager for trying to bring a piece into school.
For bringing like a BB gun into school.
No.
And they were like, what the heck?
No, I want the kid that brought it in. I want there to be acne scars, adult acne. I want their only other job on their resume to have been that they worked at a Starbucks inside of a grocery store.
What about like one of those like evil like rich kids that like grew up with like a nanny, and he's like pushing the nanny down the stairs?
Like
one of those
there's been
kids?
some deaths.
No, or they're not death, but they had to get a bunch of new nannies because
I
this
want
kid terrorizes all the nannies that come in.
I
You know
want
that kid?
I want people to not come near me because they go, this guy looks like he wants to go out famous. This guy looks like he wants to be on the cover of a couple newspapers. Okay?
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of protection I want. And you know what? Person that said I do bits on stage, I tried that bit on stage and it didn't work, so I thought I'd try it on the podcast. I did it the opposite.
Guys, comment below if you like
If you think I should turn that into a joke.
But it's been a wild ride, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm very grateful. I'm excited and I'm happy for everything that I've created thus far, and I'm excited to be able to really
Also
focus. And when these YouTubers are going around trying to poke around, I won't watch them, I won't see, so I won't know. When they're trying to poke around and find out reasons and stuff, all you got to know is I did it for me. It had nothing to do with no one else but me.
did it for herself.
Betting on myself. So guys, please place your bets. And please enjoy everyone's content that I've ever worked with ever, and enjoy them as I will. And please subscribe, click the bell. This is a process of growth.
Subscribe.
We're
Do all that,
learning.
comments,
We're
all of that.
evolving, we're growing. We keep getting suppressed, but we don't care. We don't care. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But you know what? We're excited.
We speak what's on our mind, guys, and sometimes
I promise to always show up authentic for you and being myself, and as much as and tell you, share with you everything I can. So thank you so much. It's been a wild ride and I'm excited for more. We really do. We love each other.
it's the meat and potatoes.
Welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the standies, annies, and fannies, and all of the sleeping nannies. Yeah, welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the standies, annies, and fannies, and all of the sleeping nannies. I'm gonna ayahuasca. I'm about to prosper. Blingy on my drinky, and Randy is living proper. Protector of the sick, she never let her fishes die. Never known to tell a lie, she even fixed Todd's eyes. Shout out to the slugs, shout out Woody's too. Shout out Esther and Kalila and the Anniewood crew. Cause this is Anniewood, you know that this is how I'm living. Real and never pretending shit, you know that it's a gift. Welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the standies, annies, and fannies, and all of the sleeping nannies.